Civic engagement means working to make a difference in the civic life of our communities and developing the combinations of skills, knowledge, values, and motivation to make that difference.
There are two ways to be civically engaged. Formal channels, where you directly engage in government, such as voting, joining associations, attending meetings, and being an activist. And informal channels, such as volunteering, modeling good behavior, being informed on issues, and participating in your community. Basically, when it comes down to it, civic engagement is about being an aware and engaged citizen. Sounds easy, right? But in the last 2 decades, we have seen a dramatic decline in engagement, particularly in young people. Now more than ever, citizens are dropping out of civil society for 5 reasons. They have less faith in government's credibility, less trust in their fellow citizens, a weaker sense of pride in their citizenship, less sense of social responsibility, and less meaningful opportunities and incentives to participate in government. This is evidence that our democracy is broken. Instead of elected officials hearing, respecting, and responding to the voices of all citizens, they only hear and respond to the ones who understand how to organize effectively and have their voices heard. But we can change this. We have a fundamental right and tool of power within this democracy, and it's being underused. Voting has become synonymous with selecting our president, but it's more than that. If as citizens we want to rebalance our democracy, we must not treat elections like they come every 4 years and are only used to elect one person. Instead, we must mobilize all voters, especially young ones who are in the process of forming their own civic habits, to understand the importance of and take stake in local elections, which affect their communities most directly.
We believe that young voters need to develop an understanding of how their individual actions and inactions have a direct impact on rebalancing the power in this country. We know that this is a huge challenge, but we are optimistic. In order to find a sustainable solution to this complex problem, we will do extensive research focusing on high school students in New York City. Over the next 12 months, we will be exploring the youth engagement landscape, conducting interviews and prototyping possible interventions, all to better understand the motivations of these young people and the barriers they face in participating in local elections. As two social innovators with backgrounds in sustainable and graphic design and civic engagement, we will develop an intervention that demonstrates the correlation between voting in local elections and the quality of life in communities. Our intervention will connect young voters to information on the importance of voting in language they can relate to, while also providing resources to help these new voters make informed decisions.
We're on a mission to make voting cool.